Action readers, I'm Anna, one of the magazine's editors, and I'm coming to you straight from my apartment in the Bronx. Right now, it's the middle of June, and since we're still social distancing here in New York City, I'm filming this video by myself instead of at Scholastic's headquarters. Hope you like my super high-tech setup. And hey, it's appropriate because today we're talking about the king of social distancing, Bigfoot. He's so good at staying away from other people that nobody's even sure he's real. In case you're not familiar, Bigfoot is a huge ape-like monster that supposedly roams the forests of the Pacific Northwest. He's what's called a cryptid, a creature that some people believe exists, even when there's no evidence that it does. Here are 3 of my favorite cryptids. Are they real? You decide. First up is Mothman. In the 1960s, people in and around the small town of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, started reporting sightings of a huge winged creature. It was the size of a man with huge glowing red eyes and bat-like wings. Witnesses said it had an ear-splitting scream and could fly straight into the air from the ground like a helicopter. These sightings went on for a year, and then tragedy struck in Point Pleasant. In 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed, killing 46 people. Was Mothman the cause of the disaster, or was he trying to warn the town? People have lots of ideas about what Mothman actually is. An alien? A demon? Or maybe just a bird? Some have wondered if what those people saw back in the 60s was a sandhill crane or an owl. What do you think? Number 2 is the Jersey Devil. This monster has a pretty wild backstory. Legend has it that in 1735, a New Jersey woman named Mother Leeds gave birth to her 13th child. She cursed the child, and it turned into the Jersey Devil. It's been roaming a huge forested area called the Pine Barrens for almost 300 years. People who have seen the Jersey Devil describe it like this. It has the body of a kangaroo, the head of a dog, the wings of a bat, the antlers of a deer, the tail of a lizard, and horrible claws. I'll take their word for it, I guess. Likely, the Jersey Devil is a made-up story that has survived for years because of how great and creepy it is. But there is another possibility. Some scientists have wondered if people who saw the Jersey Devil were actually seeing, you guessed it, a sandhill crane. I guess these birds are so scary, they can look like just about anything. And finally, there's Champ. I just had to include this one because Champ is my hometown cryptid. I'm from Vermont, and I grew up near Lake Champlain, which many people believe is home to a huge, mysterious, dinosaur-like monster named Champ. Legends of a creature in the lake have existed for hundreds of years. Sightings increased in the 1800s, and soon everyone was hoping to catch a glimpse of Champ. By the 1990s, about 600 people had claimed to have spotted the famous monster. There have even been a few photos and videos taken of Champ, but none of them have been proven to be real. When I was a kid, every time I swam in the lake or rode the ferry, I kept a sharp eye out, but I never saw him. Today, many people think there's a reasonable explanation for the Champ sightings: lake sturgeons. Now, these guys I have seen, and they are enormous and terrifying. I can totally understand why someone would see one of these massive fish and think they're looking at a monster. Okay, so I'm not sure if any of these cryptids exist, but I'll be honest, I love believing that they might. It's fun to imagine that there are mysterious creatures living all around us. I know I'm probably never going to run into Bigfoot or see Champ in the lake, but doesn't it make life just a little more fun to wonder if they're out there?